It's Shed Time Stories with Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? Well, I have chosen a rather colourful story to share. The title is Don't Be Silly, featuring Seth and the Rainbow Monsters. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Laura McLennan. And the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Kylie Dixon. Now in this story, we're going to meet Seth and his friends. I wonder what they could all build together. Shall we read and find out? Don't be silly. Sitting in his garden, just down the street, was Seth, a young boy who's a pleasure to meet. Today his smile was as bright as could be, because his daddy had said, build a house in the tree. Seth didn't know quite how he should start. Then along came Red Monster, the shape of a heart. Red Monster listened, said he'd help if he could, and that perhaps Seth could start by finding some wood. So Seth brought some wood, and the tree house took shape. Red said, now for a hammer, some nails and some tape. Orange Monster can bring those, said Seth, feeling great. No way, cried Red Monster. He's too overweight. Don't be silly, answered Seth. He's just a bit round. He'll help get our treehouse right off the ground. Orange Monster came by with his tools and a song. He helped make the treehouse feel sturdy and strong. But we need it up high, Orange said, with great sorrow. Seth said, Yellow's got the perfect crane we can borrow. She can't help, cried Orange. Yellow's far too long. Don't be silly, answered Seth. Her length makes her strong. Yellow Monster arrived with her crane's giant hand and lifted the house up away from the land. Once the task was done, Yellow gave a big grin. Now for a ladder, she said, so that you can climb in. Green Monster can build one, said Seth. That's a plus. Not him, bellowed Yellow. He's so much bigger than us. Don't be silly, said Seth. His height isn't bad. We need him. Just wait. He'll make us all glad. Green Monster built a ladder that was really quite tall. Brilliant, shrieked Seth. Now we won't slip and fall.
But you still need windows,
said Green.
and a door.
Don't worry, said Seth. Blue has a big saw.
Not him,
Muttered Green.
I don't like his angle. He doesn't move well and just gets in a tangle.
Don't be silly, said Seth. He just needs his space. And he'll do what we need without wrecking the place. Blue Monster arrived with a door that was brown and cut out a window that gave views of the town. He said, "Looks very nice, but you'll be needing a curtain." Seth squealed, "I'll ring Indigo. She'll help, I'm certain." "Not her," pleaded Blue. "She thinks she's so bright." "Don't be silly," cried Seth. She's really quite a delight. Indigo Monster came with her dazzling fabric and whipped up some curtains as though she was magic. "There you are, Seth," she said. "But please now be told, you must decorate in here so it doesn't feel cold." "That's easy," said Seth. "Purple Monster will help." But he stopped in his tracks as the monsters all yelped. "Not him!" they all cried. "He's simply a square. He's a bit of a bore and he's got weird hair." "Don't be silly," said Seth. "He's as kind as they come. I know where I stand and he'll get the job done." Purple Monster arrived with some pictures and rugs. In a basket, he brought with him 8 big mugs. Within the blink of an eye, the work was all done. Purple said, "Now it's time for some juice and some fun." Red Monster was shocked. Orange Monster made a face. Yellow Monster lay down and Green started to pace. Blue Monster felt wobbly. Indigo went dim. Seth felt quite cross with the friends around him. "What's wrong with you all? Being together's not bad." Seth shouted and realized he was getting quite mad. "We've all worked today. We've all played our part. We're better together than when we're apart. I don't look like you. You don't look like each other. But I also don't look like my sister or brother. Please let us stop looking at what's not the same. Instead, look for more ways to be together again. Our differences make us better. Let's not be alone. Each one of us here has a place in my home. Climb into my treehouse and we'll all have a think about how to be kinder while enjoying a drink. It may seem strange, but please understand. With some talking and listening, we'll be the happiest band." So they all drank some juice, played some games, and did find that life was much better when they chose to be kind. Seth's treehouse was filled with jokes, cake, and love, while a rainbow shone over it, high up above. Oh, what a kind and colourful story that was! Didn't Seth's dad have a great idea to build a tree house? And that's just what Seth did, with the help of all his rainbow monster friends. At first, they didn't all have a kind word to say about each other, but I am so glad Seth convinced them that actually all their differences are what made them better. I don't look like you, and you don't look like me. We all have our own character and personalities. That's what makes us all so amazing. I wonder if you could build a tree house in your garden. Who would you choose to help you? And why would they be so good at it? Now, in the back of this book as well, there are some activities for you to do. There's also a Seth challenge and a Rainbow Monster challenge. I hope you've enjoyed today's Shed Time story. And if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you will be ready for the next book for us to share together. Bye-bye.